So I'd like to welcome you all here
Thank you.
to Grace Gallery
Thank you.
for Mascot Talent and Fashion Show. I do apologize that we were not able to have the wonderful fashion show and the performances that we had planned for today. But the exciting news is it's been postponed, and we are looking forward to phase 3 returning with the numbers of the 100 guests outdoors and the 50 guests indoors at a later date on day 29 in October. And so we're looking forward to possibly having the event held on October 24th and 25th, 2020, and rescheduling the event then. So we look forward to doing it then, for sure. And we have two really fantastic performers that we're going to be performing at that event here with us today. We have Arielle Perez. Wave and say hi.
Hello, everyone.
And then we have Krypton down below. Wave and say
Hello.
hi.
Hello.
So just to do a little small introduction about who these two people are. So Krypton is actually representing Marky Hugh. Marky Hugh is actually a singer, actor, host, coach, stage manager, director, and producer. MH Productions is a production company that specializes in event, music production, talent management for singers, dancers, hosts, models, instrumentalists, and some variety acts. Arielle Perez, who we have on our left here of the screen, she is a singer, instrumentalist, and model. She writes her own tracks and she sings covers. She sings with a mega pop group called Girl Power, and she is a multi-medalist at WCOPA and the lead singer for their theme song for 2020. So let's go ahead and kick off with the questions. Now, the way the questions are going to work is you guys can take turns just answering them. So, question number 1. Question number 1 is, what was the first thought you had going back to school when you have been out for many months? Would you like to take this one first, Arielle?
Sure. Okay, so first I was thinking about my friends because I really missed them so much and I hadn't seen them in like so long. And I also was thinking about my teacher, like who was my teacher going to be? Was it going to be my old teacher? And I was thinking about if like class would be fun and stuff like that.
Okay, Krypton, your answer?
Yeah, so actually I finished college already, so I didn't really mind going back to school or anything like that. I was thinking about, those students who are coming back to school, and to see that some of them do their online classes is a good thing, because as much as possible, you want to protect yourself, from getting sick or anything like that.
Mhm. Absolutely. All right, question number 2. What kind of feelings or emotions did you have by going back to school? Would you like to answer this one, Arielle?
Sure. So first I was excited because I was going to see my friends and I was going to see more of my family. And also I felt like a little nervous because, this year I'm actually graduating to go to high school. So I was like thinking about my grades, like I have to do like really, really good and stuff like that.
And Krypton?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I am happy to see that the classes are being held online, but I felt a little nervous when I see some students who are kind of being required to go back to school in person to, do classes. And I don't know, I'm a little bit leery when it comes to that. I hope that they would do something about that, because, the pandemic we thought that it's doing better now, but then, oh no, I think the second wave is coming again. So I hope it doesn't happen.
Okay. Question number 3. What is one fond thing you can think of that you have done or remember over the COVID period time? Arielle, would you like to answer this?
Okay, so when I think of COVID time, I think of me and my family spending time together because I really think that quarantine has brought us closer. And I also learned a lot of new things like songwriting and baking.
Mm.
I guess
Krypton.
it's my turn now. Yes. So basically, during this pandemic, probably the good memory that I could remember would probably be building my YouTube channel. I I have my channel for a very long time, but I had so much time once the pandemic started. So I think that's probably the good thing that happened during this lockdown. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 4. What is one thing you did as a family during COVID that you consider a good memory? Arielle.
So I went to Tobermory with my family and like we went for the day and I got to saw like a lot of beaches. We went hiking and we also like went swimming, but we were also social distancing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Krypton.
So yeah, so it's just me and my mom who live in the apartment. So basically, once my mom comes home from work, she works as a personal support worker. But when she comes home, we shop online. That's what we usually do.
All right. Number 5. How has COVID affected your life as a model entertainer? Arielle, this should be big.
So I think COVID has affected me as a performer because I was supposed to have a lot of shows with Girl Power and MH Productions this year, but now we can't have them because of the social distancing, and also we can't like all gather together anymore.
But
Yeah, the
how has
same.
it
Yeah.
actually affected you? How has it actually affected you? Like, I know that it's stopped a lot of events from occurring, but has it really helped? Has it really affected you emotionally? Has it affected you financially? Has it affected you in all those ways and other ways?
Oh, I'm pretty like I was kind of like sad that I wouldn't have the shows like and then after like I was kind of devastated, but then I also have more time to like start making more covers and stuff like that and like writing more original songs. So I guess you could say it was pretty even.
Oh, that's great. All right, Krypton.
Yeah, so I agree with what Ariel said. I was pretty bummed when we were supposed to have like shows for our productions and we had everything set out already. And I was also supposed to have my own concert, but then it didn't happen. And then I couldn't find work because of this pandemic. So I was even more devastated. It's a good thing that there's like CERB to, back me up financially.
Yeah, and you know what? It's absolutely devastated me too.
Mhm.
I as a an event photographer, I do various different photography for fashion shows, beauty pageants, and for talent shows. And so, with event photography, it's just come crashing. Like, I don't have anything. I had all the way from the first week of March, and that's what I had. I had one event for the CTC, which is Canada's top choice beauty pageant, and after that event is when the government did the whole lockdown, right after that event, and all of my events from that point forward, because I had events booked from that time all the way to the last week of October, and I even had some weekdays, uh, also for model shoots in there as well for portfolios, and all of them all canceled, nothing left, gone, and that pretty much has hurt me severely financially, emotionally. I've gotten pretty depressed about it, um, and it's it's taken a really big toll. And I really miss a lot of the smiling faces, a lot of the happy people, you know, like they're like being around those people. They're also energetic and they're also positive, and that's one thing that is so encouraging every time I attend those events. And one thing I always look forward to is how much encouragement and positivity they all have. And it's just to not be around and surrounded by that is devastating. So on to question number 6. Do you see us returning to the old normal ever again? Arielle.
So I'm hoping like we go to like the normal like life again. I'm not too sure if we'll like go back to like, I don't know, some like a next wave. But I want to go back to like performing in front of like big crowds and like with no mask on, no social distancing. And also Krypton said that he was gonna have his own concert. I was gonna have my own concert too. And then the week the lockdown came, my concert was like fully sold out and then it canceled.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw the one where you were sold out. Krypton, your turn.
Yeah, so I think that we will be able to go back to normal because as you can see, our technology keeps evolving like every single time. So we really have to trust our frontline workers, researchers, scientists to really do everything they can to find the vaccine and the cures. And at the same time, we have to work as a community and as individuals that we can make small difference. Like for example, we have to follow the rules and regulations from different health officials and also from the government as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Number 7. Does wearing a mask, face covering, make you feel comfortable? Why or why not? Arielle, would you like to take this on?
Sure. So wearing a mask doesn't really bother me most of the time, and it like also keeps us safe from like making like it all spread. So I feel more safer when I'm wearing a mask.
Okay, Krypton.
Yeah, I agree with Ariel again. And also, before like we were in the middle of the pandemic, at first I was like, oh, how am I supposed to breathe with my mask on? At first I was like having trouble like breathing, but then I got used to it. And also, I think we're doing such a huge favor for our country and also from around the world to really protect ourselves and not just ourselves, but also to the people around us that, we never know if they might catch like some diseases or I don't know any viruses. So yeah.
Yeah, and actually I can answer this question too, because like this is something that I'm not 100% comfortable with. Like wearing a mask and face covering to me is something I'm not comfortable with, to be honest, because I have asthma, I have anxiety,
Mhm.
and I have gone through trauma in my life. And so I am actually exempt from wearing a mask, technically, but do I exempt myself? No, I do not. If I go to a store and it's required to wear a mask, I wear a mask. If I go to any social gathering, I wear a mask. Like when I did that event with John Ablaza, that exclusive fashion show with him, I wore a mask. Everyone wore a mask. And, whether or not you have asthma, whether or not you have anxiety, whether or not you have gone through dramatic trauma in your life, you can still adapt and still learn to put up with it. I know it's not easy. It certainly isn't easy. The masks, some masks are more breathable than others. I found the surgical masks are much easier to breathe in, like when I'm playing pool and stuff like that. When I'm playing long games like that, I need a more breathable mask. And I know that going to stores is just short-term temporary. So I have a mask that's a cloth mask, which is much more difficult for me to breathe in. So I use that when I'm just going in and out of stores. Number 8, as a model entertainer, how many hours do you normally practice? Arielle.
So, as a model and performer, I would say I probably practice like 14 to 16 hours a week because of girl power. We have to practice as a group, and also as me, like a solo career. I also take a lot of time to write songs, and that usually takes a while. And I also have to do like covers and stuff like that.
Okay, Krypton.
Yeah, so I only take like 15 to 30 minutes to vocalize like every single day when especially whenever I make song covers. Yeah.
Okay, number 9. As a model entertainer, how much time is taken for preparations, travel, and music voice lessons, if any? Arielle.
So it takes a lot of time for preparation before a performance because, as a performer, you always want your performances to be perfect, and practice makes perfect.
Krypton.
Yeah, so for example, if we have an event that we have to attend to like a few days before the exact event, I really have to take so much time to really warm up my voice and practice the song because, like Ariel said, practice makes perfect. And as much as possible, you want to give the best performance you can give to your audiences as well.
Okay, number 10. If you could name one contest, concert, pageant, or event that you were a part of recently, which would it be and why? Arielle.
So recently I was a part of Asialicious Toronto 2020 along with Krypton, and the crowds were in their cars and they were honking at us like to like basically like cheer, and yeah, it was like a really good experience. We all had masks on, so we were all social distancing as well, and it was like so great to be on the stage again.
Mm.
Okay, Krypton.
Yeah, so mine would probably be competing at the World Championships of Performing Arts. It is such a great honor to represent our country in an international competition, and to bring so much pride to our country really makes me feel happy because that's what I've been dreaming. That's what I've been dreaming of since I was little, actually.
Yeah, it's almost like the Olympics, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
You win medals and everything too.
Hmm.
All right, number 11. If you have been in an interview or online event, which one was it and what was your experience? Arielle.
So recently, I was guested on the sit down with Scott Dion Brown, and even though we couldn't see each other in real life, it was such an amazing experience. And also, Girl Power has like online shows a lot. Every last Saturday of every month, we perform in Star Power's Buy Local Given concert. So make sure you guys go check it out.
We will for sure. You'll have to provide the link at the end. Krypton.
I think the
Yes.
latest, yes. So the latest guesting that I had would probably be from our productions. It's Marquee Productions. The show is called Feel at Home Show, and I was actually one of the judges for the When I Look at You challenge, and it was a fun moment to really see how amazing singers submitted their When I Look at You challenge. Some of them were actually so creative that some of them were like lying down while singing and then belting out. It was kind of difficult when I tried it myself.
Okay, number 12. Are you comfortable with online events or in-person events? Which one do you like better and why? Arielle.
So I'm comfortable with both as long as we're social distancing in person or we're just like online, so it doesn't really matter and we don't have to wear a mask all the time. But I would prefer in person because like the crowd cheering you on just gets you more hyped up other than like performing in a screen.
Okay, Krypton.
Yeah, why have one when you can have both, right? And yeah, I really love performing both, but I am more leaning towards the performing live because there is such a different vibe when you kind of like interact with the people around you, and it's just so much fun to really bring so much energy and just be you while performing.
Okay. Number 13, what has been your highest achievement to date as a model entertainer? Arielle.
So I would say my highest achievement would be releasing my original song, which is called Without You. It's about my late grandfather that passed away a few years ago, and I wanted to dedicate this to him. And it's available on all streaming platforms such as Spotify, iTunes, and more.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. You know, like I wish I could do something like that. I wish I could do a song and write a song like that. I do some songwriting myself,
Oh,
actually, but I
Nice.
haven't written one about my grandfather yet. Although he meant so much to me, you know, my grandpa Butler, he meant so much to me, and my grandma Butler. Those grandparents were extra special to me, and you know, they hold a big part of my life in their hands. And I wish I could write a song about them. I just don't know what I'd say, you know. I'd be lost for words.
aw.
I just wish I could do something though. But Krypton, your answer.
Yeah, before anything else, you guys, you really have to buy Ariel's Without You song. It's a
Thank
really
you.
touching song. It kind of resonates to me as well because I lost my dad uh, years ago, and it just really touches my heart. And you know, the beat is like, I don't know, it's always like stuck in my head. I'm not kidding. I really, really love it. But yeah, the
You.
biggest, yes, the biggest achievement I would probably say, I have two answers for that. The one answer that I'll give you is that, of course, like I said earlier, I competed at Bacopa 2020 with Ariel, and we actually got medals from it. The second one would probably be growing my channel. Because of this pandemic, I was able to focus more on my content as a creator, and it was challenging at first, but then as time went by, I'm enjoying it because this is something that I really like to do.
Okay, number 14. What is the best way for someone to contact you if they want to book you for an event? Ariel.
So you guys can contact me on my Instagram at Arielle Perez Official or on my Facebook at Arielle Perez.
All right, Krypton.
Yes, so you guys can contact me via email. It's at, no, not at, it's not like Instagram or anything. It's skyscraper, like SKYSCRAPERSPD @gmail.com. Or you can also send me a message on my Facebook account. It's Krypton. It's KRYPTON. I'm the one. I'm the guy who's smiling on my profile picture. And you can also reach to me on Instagram. It's at Music Caro. It's music and then QUERO, just like my last name that shows on the screen. And also, if any of you guys who want to join our productions, whether you guys are into singing, modeling, rapping, dancing, or whatnot, join our productions. It's MH Productions by Marquee Productions. So yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys want to book us for an event, you guys can contact us on the Marky Q Productions page.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, that's good to know. All right, number 15. As a final question, Mask It Talent and Fashion Show 2020 is coming up in October. Would you like to share a few words about this? Ariel.
Yes, the Mask It Talent and Fashion Show will be in October, and there's going to be so many surprises from lots of models and lots of performers. So make sure you guys follow me on my Facebook at Arielle Perez because I'll be posting a lot about that on there.
Okay, Krypton.
Yeah. Probably my message to all of you guys would probably be to enjoy everything because we don't have like, I don't know how to say this. It's like we are like limited to have like performances and everything like that. So just enjoy what you guys have to offer to different people. That's all I can say.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up the interview. Is there any other announcements or anything that you guys would like to mention I know that we spoke about earlier in the introductions
Mhm.
about you, Arielle, being a singer instrumentalist model, um, being with Girl Power, and being a multi-medalist at W Copa and being the lead singer for their theme song. Did you want to speak on any of those?
Um, not really. I just want to like really thank you for like so much for this opportunity. Also, I will be releasing my second original very soon, so make sure you guys follow me on all my social media to see what's coming up.
Okay, excellent. All right, and as for you, Krypton,
Yes.
we spoke about originally about with the introduction about Marky Hugh being a
Mhm.
singer, actor, host, coach, stage manager, director, producer, and about
Mhm.
the MH Productions, specializing in event and music production, talent management for singers,
Yes.
dancers, hosts, models, instrumentalists, and a variety of acts. Did you want to speak on any of that?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, if you guys are passionate and really want to hone your skills and become more confident, it doesn't really matter what your talent is. If you want to improve yourself as a person, you can definitely join our productions because our productions is like a family to me and to Ariel as well. And we have like a lot of workshops like every single week. Is that correct, Ariel? We have
Pardon?
like a workshop like every single week, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that is something that we can offer to you guys. We usually had our workshops like in person, but then because of this pandemic, we were just only doing it like online. So don't forget to message our Facebook page if you guys want to audition or anything like that. Our Facebook page is called MH Productions. But if you also want to reach us on Instagram, be sure to follow us at Marky Hugh Productions, no spaces or anything.
Okay, well, I want to thank you both for today
Thank
and for
you.
both making it here
So
and for this interview. So thank you so very much for being here. And you two have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Great day. Bye now.
Thank you.